Hello, welcome to Shad Life. Well, I got a new bike. I didn't get a new BMX bike or a new mountain bike. I actually got a gravel bike. Yes, this is an All City Cosmic Stallion. You might be wondering why I would buy a new gravel bike. Well, I don't really post much about my gravel bike, and I did do the Filthy 50 video on my channel because I don't think it's that exciting of content. Obviously, mountain biking and BMX and stuff is way more entertaining to watch. But I do ride decent amount of road and gravel. I don't own a road bike. I basically ride that 4130 all-road for any road biking that I do. It has those Torino Zero tires on it, Vittoria Torino Zero. Great. I've actually ridden in group rides and stuff with that bike and been fine. But I wanted to get something a bit more legit. This was on sale, a really good price. Much higher end bike than the State 4130 all-road. Super legit. It's got a 2x11 drivetrain. I really like for road and gravel, having a 2x11 drivetrain just is a lot better than having just a 1x11 because you get more fine-tuned gear selection with this setup and so on. So if you've been following industry news, All City is going to cease operations by the end of 2024. It's kind of unfortunate. All City is owned by Quality Bicycle Products. If you don't know that, Quality Bicycle Products also owns Surly, Salsa, and Whiskey Parts Co. They got a bunch of different brands. I can't remember them all off the top of my head, but they're going to discontinue All City. So I don't say going out of business because they're not going out of business. They're just discontinuing this brand. Think of it like when GM discontinued Oldsmobile, right? So I'm stoked to have this. This is their high-end Ace tubing. It is steel. It's got specific butting profile for this size and build, and the tube is formed and shaped for compliance. Like it ovalizes here, gets them round here, and so on. So it really adds to the compliant ride. I did get out to ride this once after I bought it, and it was super comfortable and smooth. Bit more aggressive as far as like lower stack height, but it actually felt pretty comfortable. It's got a shorter stem. It's a little tighter cockpit, which kind of offset having that lower stack height, so I don't feel like I'm way hunched over like you would be on a road bike. So I was kind of surprised when I test rode it how comfortable it was, because I thought this lower stack height would make it less comfortable, but it is a shorter stem and it makes a world of difference. It's got WTB STI rims with All City sealed hubs, FSA crankset. Again, I mentioned that before, 2x11. GRX, I don't know if you can see it with the stool in the way, but the GRX 810 rear derailleur, that is Shimano. And Shimano front derailleur, I don't know which model it is. Oh, it says GRX on it. And then GRX 600 shifters. Shimano shifters are different than how SRAM works. I had to get used to how they shift. But the thing that I really like about them is their hydraulic. And wow, the hydraulic brakes on this bike are so excellent. Like total game changer as far as like braking on a gravel or road bike. Love it all day long. And I think pretty much covered Whiskey Parts Co., seat post, handlebars, stem. The couple of things I will change on this bike, I'll probably get a seat that fits my sit bones better. I generally run a wider saddle. And I'll get like titanium rails or something, shave a tiny bit of weight there. I will change out, these are my Time, I just threw these on to ride it. These are my heavier like Time aluminum ones. I actually have Time composite pedals that are currently on my Salsa Fargo, and I will put those on here to save a little bit of weight. And then I need wider bars. These are 42s, and I know this is a size 49 centimeter frame, which fits me perfect. And I think for somebody that typically is shorter like me, these bars would be fine. But I have wide shoulders, and so these bars feel really narrow. So I'm going to probably go with like 46s. That's what I have on the State 4130 All-Road, and I like that size. So those will be the things I change out. I'm kind of on the fence about the tires. These work okay on the road, but I do a lot more road than gravel. And I have no intention on getting a road bike. I really do like those Torino Zero tires, the Vittoria tires that came on the all-road. I might just switch them. I don't know. We'll see. So in the scale, this bike is 24 pounds as it sits right here with the heavier pedals, with the bottle cage, and so on. So pretty light, especially for a steel bike. And I could easily, by changing out pedals, going to a titanium saddle, going tubeless, it still has tubes in it, and so on. I'll probably get under 23 pounds with this, which will be sweet. Super stoked on this bike. I love steel. I will do a video on why I like steel so much. If you've been following my channel, you know I have a titanium, which isn't steel, but it rides a lot like steel. Hayduke, I've got a titanium Jaffe, I've got a steel Hayduke hanging over here, and so on. My low side is steel, 4130 All-Road is steel, this is steel. Like, I love steel frames. It's probably, especially when we're talking hardtails or rigid frames. Full suspension, I'm okay with going carbon with my Rustler, but for everything else, I really like steel. So I'll talk about that in another video, because otherwise this video will just get too long. But there you go, new bike. Yeah, I mean, I know I don't talk a lot about road and gravel on my channel. It's kind of boring content, so I just don't bother doing it. But I'm stoked to have this. What's going to happen now is I'll be taking off the rear wheel, plopping it into my Wahoo kicker trainer over here, setting it up on Zwift, and that'll be what it does over the winter time. And I'll be happy to have the 2x11 drivetrain when I'm riding on Zwift, so I can find that ideal cadence and gear and stuff like that for Zwift, because I've been doing it with the 4130 All-Road 1x11 drivetrain, and I just feel like I just can't always be in the gear that I want to be in. So I'm stoked to try this out on the trainer and in the real world. Cool. There you have it. New bike. Stoked. Appreciate your support for my channel. Please like and subscribe. Peace.